Sometimes, the most difficult thing in life is not admitting that we're wrong, but letting go of the need to be right. From the moment we were young, we were taught that being right meant being smart, being capable, being respected. We learned that the one who's right wins, and the one who's wrong loses. So we fight, we argue, we defend, we explain. We repeat our point again and again, as if saying it louder makes it more true. But deep inside, we know there's a quiet exhaustion that comes from this endless need to prove ourselves. Because every time we insist on being right, we close a door to understanding, to connection, to peace. Think about it. How many relationships have been damaged not by the truth itself, but by the way we tried to prove it? How many moments of love and connection have turned cold because one of us simply couldn't? Sometimes, being right feels good for a moment. It feeds our ego. It gives us power. But after the argument ends, after the silence settles in, what's left? A little emptiness. A sense that maybe we won, but we lost something bigger. Sometimes, we don't realize that our obsession with being right is not about truth, it's about fear. Fear of being misunderstood, fear of being dismissed, fear of being small. So we build walls made of words, armor made of logic, and we stand behind them, hoping to protect ourselves from pain. But in doing so, we also protect ourselves from love. One day, maybe after another long argument, something inside us whispers, it doesn't matter anymore. Not because we stopped caring, but because we started seeing. We start realizing that being right doesn't always bring peace, and that sometimes peace is worth more than being right. There's a kind of freedom that comes when you no longer need to correct every mistake, prove every point, win every conversation. It's the freedom of silence, the peace of surrender, the quiet strength of simply saying, I understand, even when you don't agree. Letting go of the need to be right doesn't mean you stop standing for truth. It means you stop fighting for your ego. It means you start choosing compassion over control, understanding over argument, presence over pride. When you let go of being right, you open yourself to something greater, wisdom. Because wisdom isn't about having all the answers. It's about listening. It's about knowing when to speak and when to be silent. It's about realizing that every person sees life through a different window, and maybe both of you are right in your own way. Imagine a couple arguing late at night. She says one thing, he says another. Both believe they're right. Both raise their voices. Until one of them finally stops, not because they lost, but because they realized there's nothing to win when love is what's at stake. In that silence, something shifts. The walls begin to crumble. The heart begins to open. And in that moment, right and wrong no longer matter. Only love does. When we let go of the need to be right, we begin to heal something deep inside us. We make space for humility, for empathy, for growth. Because being wrong doesn't make us less. It makes us human. And being human means we're still learning, still evolving, still becoming. So how do we begin to let go? Start by noticing the moment you feel the urge to defend. Pause, take a breath. Ask yourself, what am I trying to protect? Is it truth or is it my pride? If it's pride, let it soften. If it's fear, let it be seen. And if it's love, let it guide you. Every time you choose peace over pride, you strengthen your heart. You grow quieter inside. You become lighter. That's what real wisdom feels like. Not loud, not forceful, but calm, steady, and free. The next time you find yourself in an argument, try this. Instead of proving your point, try understanding theirs. Instead of correcting, try listening. Instead of fighting to be right, try being kind. You might be surprised. Not only does the world feel softer, but you do too. Tag. Because at the end of the day, being right doesn't make you happy, but being at peace does. So let go. Let go of the need to be right, and open your hands to something gentler, something truer, something called peace. If this message touched your heart, take a moment to breathe, to reflect, to ask yourself, where in my life can I choose peace over being right? And if this journey spoke to you, don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more reflections like this. Because together, we're not trying to be right, we're learning to be whole.